what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Armoury. Welcome to Full-Time Sports Network. Welcome to Arsenal versus Wolves preview. We've got the wonderful Pod Brother with me as always. How are we doing, PB?
I'm good. I'm very, very good. Looking forward to this weekend's game. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, this is a bit of a weird one. It's my local team playing Arsenal. So, yeah, it's a little bit weird, I have to be honest. But, yeah, look. What I always worry about is when we've had such a great performance like we did on Wednesday, we then upset ourselves on the Saturday. It's happened. It happens a lot, unfortunately, as Arsenal fans. It happens so many times. I hope it doesn't happen, but it could. I'll be honest, it could happen. To be fair, Wolves have been playing pretty well recently. That's
right. They were unlucky against Fulham, I felt.
Yeah, and look, they did beat Man City. You know,
that's right.
If you can beat Man City, you've got to. And to be fair, Gary O'Neill, who I still believe was very wrongly handled at Bournemouth, where he was sacked, he's doing a great job at Wolves with what he's got. With what he's doing in fantastic. Big ups to Tony Forbrook saying evening.
100%.
Hope you're doing well, Tony. So obviously you're feeling confident for tomorrow.
Yeah, if we get if Arteta lets them out like he did on Wednesday night, then we got every right to be confident. You know, every right.
Yeah. She's saying, Bobby, I see I'm still in the team. You are, mate. Can I have a pay rise if Tommy and White get one, or I have to ask? If you want a different position, Tony, you let me know and I'll put you in the position that you wish, and I will put you exactly where you want. Obviously, I don't know everyone's positions. I've literally just typed the names up, and that is it. So, Tony, if you're not happy with the position, I do apologise. I will change it for the next show, which will be Monday. We're doing obviously Luton is Tuesday night, so it's a quick turnaround of games again. To be honest, I'm looking forward to Christmas a little bit, mainly because the women's game stops for a bit. Ours stops for a bit. I'm going to get a little bit of a rest, which I kind of need at the moment. It's a quick turnaround of games. It really is.
I hear that.
Right, here we go. So head-to-head with Wolves since the creation of the Premier League. I do want to state that it's not over our creation and Wolves' creation. This is from the Premier League. So we've played them 18 times, drawn 3. Arsenal wins 12. 5 home, 7 away, which is a little bit weird. Normally it's more home than away. 3 Wolves wins, 2 home, 1 away. Also, recent meetings. I'm gonna rule out the 5-0 because that was the end of season. It happens. Those kind of games happen.
There was a no pressure game.
Yeah, and to be fair, Wolves didn't have anything to play for whatsoever. So they were already 1 foot on the beach already in Bognor. So, it is what it is. Arsenal beat Wolves last time in Molineux. Arsenal won 2-1 at the Emirates last time. Beat them 1-0 at Molineux. And then last time we lost to them was 2-1. In a very feisty affair, that one. See, because there's 10 squads tonight, and some of them have actually gone down the route of taking the players out that have a little bit of beef with Wolves. So we're talking Martinelli and Gabriel. That they've had a little bit of a run-in with the Wolves of recent. So there is a few changes. Not many, but there is a few. Wolves' pace is my only issue in the match. They may stretch us. They may. I think without Neto, I'm a little bit more comfortable, if I'm honest. They're still very threatening, but Neto would really worry me because Neto has been brilliant this season. It's a shame he's got a long-term injury again. I do feel sorry for the poor lad because he's destined to go for a bigger club. Definitely. But it's a shame. It's a shame. Right. Recent form for both teams. Obviously, we beat Brentford 1-0 in London Community Stadium. Beat Burnley 3-1. Lost to Newcastle 1-0. Beat Sheffield United 5-0. Drew with Chelsea 2-2. Wolves unluckily did lose to Fulham. They beat Tottenham, which we're all very happy about. Sheffield United, they did lose. Wolves, they drew 2-2. See, look, they appear against the big teams, let's be honest. Newcastle, which is no easy feat. And they beat Man City. Admittedly, they are at home. So, and I promise you, go to the Molineux if you want to experience a proper old-style fortress. It is mad when it's there. When the fans are on it, they're on it. It's absolutely mad. Right. So obviously, as always, I always talk about form guides and how we've been doing each season and how we've been performing. Position, obviously, we're first, which is lovely. 1-9, drawn 3, lost 1. Average goal scored is 2.08. Average goals conceded is 0.77. 6 clean sheets, 1.46 chances created. Wolves, they're in 12th. They've won 4, drawn 3, lost 6. Average goals scored is 1.38. To be fair for Wolves, that's a good improvement, to be honest. 1.77 average goals conceded. Just the 1 clean sheet. They are struggling with that. 1.54 chances created. So they've still got more chances created than we have. That's always been my grip this season. It's our chances created has not been great. Apart from Wednesday, obviously, chances created Wednesday was immense. If we have that for the rest of the season, I'll be very happy. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Now, injury news. We'll go on to Wolves very quickly. Hodge, who's a midfielder, he's out, and obviously Neto is a long-term injury. Timber, long-term injury for us. Smith Rowe is out, and Fabio Vieira is out. So they're the ones you can't pick later for the challenge, Brenny. I see that Tony has put his team in. I will star it and I'll see if anyone else has picked it because that looks familiar, if I'm honest, Tony. So it might actually be a team already. Right, let's get into my 5 to watch. The ones that I think will cause us a little bit of an issue. They have got some talent, to be fair. But yeah, we'll go into it.
Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening?
Right, so we're going to start with Bellegarde, who was the player I was on about yesterday. I just couldn't think of his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know his rating isn't that great if you look at it, but honestly, if you see him, he's very talented. He's very quick with the ball. He's got a quick eye for the pass as well. Traore, very hard working midfielder. I like him. I like him a lot, actually. And he's not got great ratings, but I ignore the ratings. As much as I put them up there, I do ignore it because I use my test as well. Kuna, in as a striker, but to be fair, he's like our Jesus. He works so hard.
Yeah.
Works so damn hard. But he doesn't score many goals, I'll be honest. The guy that is scoring goals is Hwang Hee Chan. Now,
he is indeed.
I like him. I like him a lot. He's very talented. He's a pain in the butt because he plays like a 10 as well. So he plays between the DM and the centre backs. So he can tear you apart at the defence as well. So yeah, he's someone to watch out at. And Craig Dawson. Now, not a lot of people talk about Craig. Brilliant side by Wolves, if I'm honest. Mature, very sensible head, and he's a danger from corners, and that's why I've put him in there. He's a danger from corners. He is an absolute nightmare. So yeah, they are my 5 to watch. Let's get into everybody's teams. Let's get into it. Right, so we're going to start with Brenny's team. It was also chosen by Nicholas, Jonas, Josh, Gumza, and yourself, Brenny. So why did you pick that team, mate?
I picked that team because I thought, well, you know what? I know Havertz played really well the other night. I thought it was his best game. Keeps improving with the performances. But I thought this is going to be a different kind of game. I don't think Wolves will give us the space that we had against Lens. Yeah. And that's why I thought, let's bring back Trossard. With Trossard and Odegaard, it's like last weekend against Brentford. I was thinking who's in the 8 and who's in the 10. To me, I'd like to see Odegaard in the 8 and Trossard in the 10. Okay. If that, you know what I mean, if that is the lineup for tomorrow, for example, I hope that's the case, because I think Trossard will be more effective in the 10 than Odegaard, even though we know Odegaard can play there. So, but I just thought it's going to be a different kind of game. Wolves will set up differently to Lens, and I thought this could be a game where it's tailor-made for Havertz to come on and make an impact. And then I thought, well, with the front three, I thought they were brilliant. If they can continue that form tomorrow, then we should have no worries there. And I think the three of them will perform tomorrow, because after Wednesday, that will give them a lot of confidence as well. And also, it will give our back five a lot of confidence as well, with the clean sheet that they kept as well. And Tomiyasu was superb for 45 minutes. I mean, if you're looking at a 45 minutes from an individual this season, that his performance has to be up there for me. You know, we know it's a 90-minute game, but he was brilliant. He was immense, and basically with him, I look at Tomiyasu now and I think, well, it's like he's over his injury problems now. Touch wood.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to Ben White, because I think I like watching him on the right hand side with Saka. Great partnership. Mm-hmm. But Tomiyasu is responding to that, and this is what we've been saying all along about competition. Yeah. Because competition, basically, whoever steps in for whoever, it improve. You know, you get improved performances.
Yeah,
and and I think it's going to be a struggle to leave Tomiyasu out the side. I would actually be gutted if he wasn't starting tomorrow. So, and I think that lineup would be strong enough to deal with Wolves. But then again, the other lineups we're probably looking at will probably be strong enough to deal with Wolves. But I just think Havertz can make a huge impact from the bench tomorrow.
No, fair enough. Look, I know Tony's saying here, I wouldn't drop players in form. Havertz is hitting form, got confidence, don't knock it by dropping. Now, I don't think Havertz is that type of player where he would be dropping. I think his confidence was more to do with Chelsea. The whole situation at Chelsea was just an absolute mess. I don't think it was technically to do with him. It was more to do with the club. The whole atmosphere at the club was a horrible place to be. So yeah, it was more things. I think Havertz will be fine. I do agree with you though. I personally would have Havertz, but this is Brenny's and the other guys' teams, and I do get it. I don't. And again, Tony, I agree with you there. I'm sorry, Trossard hasn't shown me enough to start in these games. He has. Yeah, I agree again. I don't think Trossard has shown me enough to. When he starts, he doesn't seem to have a very good game. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone sees it's different, and that's absolutely fine. I think Tommy has been starting to get him to sign the contract. Worked, and he has improved. I always knew Tommy would sign a new deal due to the fact his contract is running out. So I knew he'd be signing a new one. It's not a shock to me at all. He's only on about £55,000 a week as well, which is nothing compared to the rest of the players. But Tommy has improved. Like he wasn't doing what Ben White was doing in the first place, like swinging past Saka. Tommy's now doing that. Tommy's now crossing the ball. Tommy was a proper defender, like didn't cross that halfway line. It was against his rules to ever go into the opposition's half. Now he's doing it. So I'm happy with Tommy.
Yeah, me too. I mean, his crosses have been immaculate.
Yeah.
They really have been.
They're not always going to be perfect because at the end of the day, he's a defender. I can admit this. Our crossing is not always perfect. But
exactly.
He's doing very well, and I love to see him at the moment. The strange thing is, I always watch them after they've got new content. Yeah, I know what you're going through with that.
Yeah.
I think at the moment, everyone... And I have to be very careful where I say Odegaard, but Odegaard is the only one for me who isn't improving as of yet. He had a decent game, but it wasn't amazing.
Yeah, he hasn't kicked on from the form he had last season yet.
No.
So,
but exactly. I say this is why I always say I give him time. It's not like his form has dropped. It's dropped a little bit, but has got a little bit better. But it's not what I expect from a captain. It's not what I expect from someone that's just signed a new deal. Made him like the second or third best high paid player at Arsenal. Hasn't proved it yet, but I give him a chance. He has had a hip injury, so that does always play with him as well. Rennie, you're going to have to mark your own teammate.
I am going to give this an 8.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think Odegaard is an Arteta issue. I don't know what the situation. I know that there is stuff going on in the dressing room, and I suppose if you're the captain, it is going to affect you more than it is going to affect any other player. So it could be that. I just want to see him improve at some point soon.
Yeah,
we're in December now. I just need to see some big. I need to see him appear in the games where we're struggling. I need to see him do Declan. I need to see him go, what the heck are you doing? Come on, guys, sort it out. That's what I need. I need some Irish blood in him. I know he's Norwegian, but I need some Irish blood in him. I agree, Benny, with it. There we go. Tony's agreeing with you there. Tony, your team will be squad 6. It does match with some other people that have chosen the team. So, yeah, your squad is squad 6. Let's move on to squad 2. Miguel, Kelly, Zaina, Holly, and Carlos all went for this lineup. It's Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Tomiyasu, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. Like I said, some people have remembered the issues that some players have against Wolves. They don't want a red card at this time of the season. So they've just tried to change it around a little bit. So what we're going to give this one as a rating, please?
I'm going to give that an 8 as well. I thought Kyrgios did really well Wednesday night, and if he does feature at some point, I think he'll continue that form as well. You know. So yeah, I like this team. Yeah, 8 for me.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Right, let's move on to Stuart, John, Barry, the silver one, and Moss. They've gone for Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. What are we giving that one as a rating, please?
Again, that's an 8 as well.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong.
Yeah. I think we get a lot of 8s tonight, if I'm honest.
Yeah, and do you know what it is as well? It's also, I'm looking at it as it's also down to players in form.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at as well.
Yeah, it is. Arteta doesn't drop him. Arteta did drop him for one game that wasn't down to injury. So, yeah. Then he obviously did have his hip issue. Big up to Luca. Hope you're okay. Bobby, have you noticed Brenny got better at counting? He only normally managed to give 7.
I knew you'd be watching me, Tony. I knew you'd be watching me, man.
Oh, I love it. Right, let's move on to Richards, Rene's, and Satfix. They've gone for Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. What are we giving that one as a rating, please?
Yeah, that for me as well. It's strong. Yeah, that's an 8. If you see, I would have had Partey in my 11 because I thought he was still injured. I mean, but you never know what's happening with Thomas Partey. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Let's just say it will be saltly. Well, it will be dealt with. Don't buy his shirt for next season. That's all I'd say. Just don't buy his shirt for next season because it's not.
Yeah.
Right. Let's move on to the next 2 teams. The first one chosen by Sam, James, and Takahiro. Raya, White, Saliba, Kivior, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Can you give that one as a rating, please?
I'd have 7 for that.
Awesome stuff. Let's move on to Gary, Alberts, Tim's, Karen's, Luke's, and G Talks, and also Tony Fulbrooks. We cannot forget Tony Fulbrook. Right, can we give this one a rating? So it's Raya, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus.
Oh, that's a solid 8 for me.
That's an 8 for you. Awesome stuff. Let's move on to the next 2. Jack and Ben have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tommy, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus.
That's an 8 as well. Very strong.
It is. Florence, Patrick, and Mehmet have gone with Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Kivior, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard up front. What are we giving that one as a rating?
That for me would be 7. I wouldn't have Trossard up front.
Okay, I think I know that some of them were saying that because of the quick turnaround, maybe give Jesus a little bit of a break up against for the Luton game. Because Luton game's not going to be that easy. I'll be honest. I wouldn't want to play at Kenilworth.
I get that, and I know they've had. I think they've had a couple of 2-3 good results there. I get that, but I still feel Jesus will play tomorrow, and I think he'll play Tuesday. But you know what? For me, I think the Luton game is tailor-made for Eddie because he is just gonna do what he normally does. He'll just press those centre halves, and you know, I think he can get a couple of goals.
Yeah, true.
You know, so yeah.
All right, let's move on to Canners. Big up to Canners. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah.
Well, mind you, Saka's back on form, so he probably is drinking sake as well, you know, to help him improve. You know what I mean? So, you know what? Cannon's lineup would still beat Wolves tomorrow, but I'm giving this a 7.
Okay. And finally, DWTT, big up to Gary. Is Gary, isn't it, DWTT's name?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always forget. He's gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Trossard, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. So it's not much different to yours, is it?
No, it isn't. So, yeah, for me, that would be an 8. That's quite strong.
Yeah. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Let's just take that off now. Right, because we're going to get ready for the challenge very shortly. Right. I would have gone for Ramsdale, but I think he's not going to be an Arsenal player much longer, and I won't pick Kine. Yeah.
Oh, too right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready for the day that someone's going to pick Hine, I'll be honest. He is a good look. He's a good young goalkeeper, but he's not ready. Not ready for the.
No, he's not. He's not ready.
Next week, we need to give Brenny more county lessons. It will be 9s next week.
Maybe if you're lucky, mate.
Right, let's get into the challenge. Let's get ready for it. So for anyone that's new, 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from Wolves. They can't be injured. They can't be loaned out. You have to have the home formation. So thankfully, it is Arsenal's formation. And it's always best to do the Wolves players first, just to get them out of the way.
Of course.
So Brenny, your first Wolves player, please.
Right. Got to make sure that is there a booby here?
There's always a booby. You know this.
Oh, does it have to be? Oh my gosh!
There doesn't have to be, but there's always a booby because there's always someone I can't stand.
Okay, so I make sure I've got to pick a Wolves and not a Fox. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. We'll go Bellegarde in midfield.
Okay.
Attacking sense, yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be this is going to be tough. You see, the thing is, the front three they're fit again and they're all together again, and our front three is just too much. Oh dear. Number two. Go with the keeper, Sa.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Because his stupid name is so small, doesn't pick it up. If you think about the next one for me, whilst I try and sort this out,
No problem.
There we go, sorted it.
And Totti Gomez.
Okay, where do you want to put him? Because he can play left back. He can play centre back as well.
Left back, please.
Okay. Totti Gomez. Right, your fourth player, please.
You know what? It's got to be a Wolves forward. Go with Wang. He's been playing well recently.
Right, where do you want to put him? I will allow you to put him down the middle or on the left. I'll probably allow you to put him on the right as well. To be fair, I think he could play on the right as well.
Yeah, put him. I'd say put him on the right, please.
On the right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Right. Your final Wolves player, please.
Condition fault. Go with Gomez. Attacking midfield.
Gomez.
Yeah.
Oh, João Gomez. Is that the guy
Yeah.
you're on about?
Yeah, Gomez.
Okay, cool. Right. Let's do the Arsenal players. So right back. Who do you want as right back?
Tomiyasu, he's been banging form.
Okay. Your centre backs, I'm going to guess, are Saliba and Gabriel.
Yes, please.
Okay. Your defensive midfielder.
Declan Rice.
On the left-hand side.
Martinelli.
And down the middle.
Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, cool. So this is Brenny's challenge. We've got Sarr in goal, Tomiyasu at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Totti Gomez, Rice, Bellegarde, João Gomez, Hwang Hee-chan, Jesus, and Martinelli. That's a very good attempt, mate. I'm going to have to give this a rating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to give you an 8 for now. An 8.
Okay.
It's the Totti Gomez. He is okay. He does definitely have moments of madness, but you haven't auto-failed, so that's the good thing. I know that in one of these teams now, there is an auto-fail. So I'm going to take Laura out now because she has auto-failed. She has picked the one player that she shouldn't have picked. Nelson Semedo, he cannot defend. Not for my life. I call him.
I was never going to choose him. Never.
Yeah, he's awful as a defender.
I wasn't going to pick him.
He picked Ramsdale, Saliba, Gabriel, Doherty on the left, which I thought was quite clever actually. Rice, Odegaard, good midfield there. To be fair, Lemina's been this season. Saka, Kuna, and Hee-chan. So apart from Semedo, she did quite well, to be fair. Ramsdale, White, Dawson, Kilman, Doherty, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Hee-chan, and Kuna. Okay. Big up to Jeff. But I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know why. Doherty's a very good defender. Don't get me wrong. I quite like him. He's a big icon at Wolves. And Dawson and Kilman have been brilliant at centre back. But I don't know. There's just something I don't like about it. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is.
They're not bad teams, but I know with the Semedo one, but yeah.
It's the defence. I just feel, I'm going to have to give Jeff a 7. Brenny, well done. You win, mate. Yeah, it's just...
second one this season?
Yeah, it is, mate. It is. Right, let's get into the comments before we get into predictions. By the way, Bobby, I loved your graphics for the Lons watch along. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I've changed it up.
That was good.
It will stay like that now, even when it's on FTSN, which I'm doing a couple of games this weekend on just FTSN. They have been changed for that as well. So it is our new look now. So it just makes things look a little bit tidier.
Like
I've got no words, Luke. No words. My challenge team is Dawson, Lamona. Oh, I like this one.
I was just thinking about LOLO. I was just thinking about LOLO there, you know what I mean, with the fallen Madonna, but I'll say no more. So, yeah.
Right. Guys in the comments before this goes down a whole different route. Get your predictions in. If you watch this on playback, I do apologise. But also, please get predictions in as well.
Oh,
Brenny,
yeah.
what do you think the score will be for tomorrow's game, mate?
I'm going with 3-0. I think we get a clean sheet tomorrow.
You think we'll get a clean sheet tomorrow?
Yeah, very confident clean sheet.
I don't know what to think. It's because we've had so much trauma from such a great performance where the following game was an absolute flop.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah. I know, I get it, totally.
I'm going to go with a 2-1 to the Arsenal. I hope it's a 5-0. I hope it's a 6-0. I've just got this horrible feeling. Look, and Luke has that feeling too by the looks of it. 2-1 to the Arsenal. I just don't think it's going to be what we saw on Wednesday at all. I think it'll be the polar opposite performance. Where we're all like pulling our hair out. Because why would we have 2 games in a row where we're kind of stress-free? It's just, just wouldn't be done. Tony is going for 4-1 to the Gunners. 4-1, very confident, Mr. Tony. I will write that down, mate. Saka, Havertz, Jesus with 2, and Chan Wolves. Yeah, I can see them scoring on us with the way that they're performing lately. Scoring, I would love a clean sheet. I want a clean sheet, but yeah. But yes, tomorrow the reaction has been set up for 6:45. Obviously, it's not being televised, so we can't do an instant match reaction to it. And the reason it's a little bit earlier is because I am doing the Newcastle Man United game. Has to be done. I'm actually looking forward to that game. The reaction is 6:45 tomorrow. It's a little bit weird time for us, I know, but we'll try our best to try and do it as straight away as possible. Brenny, thank you as always for coming on, mate. I really appreciate it.
Welcome, mate. Always.
Where can they find you, my friend?
Right, you can find me on X, and you can also find me on Instagram, and you can find me here on the Armoury TV. Please like, share, subscribe. And also with X, I'll be doing my usual past Arsenal versus Wolves fixtures for you to whet your appetite on before the games tomorrow. And big up to those close to us who will be going to the game tomorrow. And hopefully we can come back with 3 points.
Yeah, definitely hope so. Does the Tottenham manager annoy anyone else with his use of mate? He's Australian. That's what they do. We call each other mates because we're friends. We call each other mate. But yeah, he's Australian. That's what they say. I like Ange personally. I think he's a very nice guy. You know, did a great job in Scotland, changing Celtic's fortunes, shall I say? But yeah, I quite like the guy, to be honest. I think he's alright.
I like Ange too. I just hope when Christmas Day comes along, I hope she'll be alright. I won't shed any tears.
Oh, you're so naughty. Great show. Thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate it. You'll see me tomorrow on the reaction. You'll see me doing a Newcastle Man United game on the FTSN, but you'll also catch me on Sunday doing something not very different from me because I always do the smaller games. FA Cup second round, Eastleigh versus Reading. It will be a good watch. National League team Eastleigh playing League One Reading. Gumza has a big link with Reading as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Right,
yeah. I'm looking forward to that one. Guys, I will also be back on Monday as well with a preview for the Luton game because it's a nice quick turnaround just for us. Guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody.